Hey guys, welcome back. Hopefully you liked the first video enough to stick around for this one. This is where I'm actually going to do a little bit of analysis. This video I'm going to talk about a little bit about the Arsenal Aston Villa games and also cover some of the other Premier League results from around the weekend. Forgive me, I'm going to have to look at my notes. I'm trying to do all this, trying to film this whole video in one shot, so we'll see how it goes, and hopefully as I do more videos, I'll get a little bit better at this. But with that being said, let's get started. So Arsenal played Aston Villa this weekend on the road. They won 2-0, which definitely a good result, especially after how they played against Aston Villa last year. To give a little bit of a breakdown of the game, the first half was I actually thought it was a little bit boring. Didn't seem like either side created a ton. Both sides seemed like they were playing pretty compact. So yeah, going into halftime, I think 0-0 was, based on what I saw, a result I'd probably expect. And then the second half was a lot more entertaining than the first half, that's for sure. From what I remember, Aston Villa came out pretty strong. They had Ollie Watkins had a couple chances, and then I think in about the 54th minute, David Raya made it a pretty good save. Probably actually saved the game for Arsenal, to be honest with you, because if Aston Villa put that goal in, I don't know if Arsenal would have been able to come back, especially with how much I'm sure the crowd would have gotten involved and kind of given Aston Villa players a little bit more motivation to keep going. But then, so yeah, it was actually, second half seemed like it was mostly Aston Villa until Raya made that save, and even a little bit after that. And then Trossard came on and got a big goal, as he always does. I would imagine, well, you got to think he's got to be pretty close to getting a starting spot with the way he's been playing, and also considering how he played last season. But yeah, once Trossard scored that goal, I think that completely changed the momentum of the game. Arsenal kind of took hold of the game from there, and then Thomas Partey added another goal. I think it was about 10 minutes after Trossard's goal, and they were, like I said, they were pretty much in control from there. So that's definitely, as I mentioned, a good result for them, especially after losing Aston Villa twice last year, and considering Arsenal's next three games, definitely a big win and something to build on going into those next three games. And then just to give a little bit of a breakdown of some of the other games from the weekend, Brighton beat Man United 2-1. Man United's probably going to feel a little bit robbed because of how I think his name's Joshua Zirkzee got that offside call right on the goal line, as it looked like I think it was Garrett. I gotta learn how to pronounce a lot of these guys' names. Garnacho's shot looked like it was going in, but unfortunately for Man United, it came off Joshua Zirkzee right on the line. So they ended up losing that one. Man City beat Ipswich Town 4-1. I don't think that's a big surprise. Erling Haaland with a hat trick in that one. Tottenham 4, Everton 0. Tottenham's first home game of the year. Son Heung-min with a brace in that one. Chelsea beat Wolves 6-2. So that's kind of interesting. It's going to be interesting to see if Chelsea with a new manager is going to be any better than they were last year. Although, even though they won 6-2, I did notice that Cole Palmer had 1 goal and 3 assists. That other guy, Noni Madueke, had a hat trick, although all 3 of his goals were assisted by Cole Palmer. So even though this game was 6-2, I still wonder if Chelsea is going to live and die based on how good of a game Cole Palmer has. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Liverpool beat Brentford 2-0. I actually watched a little bit of that one. It seemed like Liverpool was actually in pretty good control for most of the game. Liverpool's another interesting team to watch this year. I'm curious to see how they're going to do with Arne Slot as their new manager, see if they're going to be challenging for the title kind of like they did last year, if they're going to be a little bit of a drop off while they get used to new manager's philosophy. I guess we'll have to wait and see on that one. But that's their second win of the season, so they're off to a good start. Then Bournemouth and Newcastle drew 1-1. Another little bit of a VAR controversy in that one. Bournemouth had a goal disallowed in stoppage time, called a handball. To me, it looked like it was actually off the guy's shoulder, but yeah, just again another incident with VAR. Hopefully, there's not too many of those this year like there were the last couple seasons. Nottingham Forest beat Southampton 1-0. Fulham beat Leicester 2-1. Emile Smith-Rowe got his first goal for Fulham. That's kind of cool to see as an Arsenal fan, seeing him seemingly off to a pretty good start for Fulham. And then last game, Matchday 2, West Ham beat Crystal Palace 2-1. I believe that was West Ham's first win of the season. So I guess looking forward to week 3. I should have looked at games next week before I did this video, but I know Arsenal plays Brighton at home. So that'll be a good one. Again, Arsenal have a pretty tough first 5 games, so it'll be interesting to see how they do against Brighton. Definitely not an easy game, but one they should win. And I know another big game of the weekend is, I guess, this coming Sunday. Liverpool plays Man United. I forget who's home and who's away in that one, but that should be hopefully a pretty exciting one. I would expect Liverpool to probably win, but you never know with these things. Anything can happen. So I guess that's it for second week of the Premier League. Thanks for watching. Again, just kind of started doing these. Hopefully, as I get better at them, my analysis will get even better. But yeah, I also I really like to grow this channel. I hopefully like to get it big enough where eventually I could do live streams or something fun like that. I think that would be cool to do. So if you like these videos, or if you like this video, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment. If there's anything else you'd like me to talk about in terms of Premier League, feel free to leave a comment about that as well. And again, thanks for watching. Hopefully you'll be back next week.